Hi, it's Sandy from sandylane.com. So here I am in my kitchen again, and I was at the local grocer, and oh, I really need a haircut. So here I am in my kitchen again. I was at my local grocer. Here it's all wonky. Oh, jeez. There we go. Hi, it's Sandy from sandylane.com. So I was at my local grocer and saw some beautiful mint in the fresh herb section, and it reminded me of Disneyland. You're wondering, huh? How does that remind you of Disneyland? Well, to be honest, I haven't been to Disneyland for absolutely years. It's been so many years. It's probably been close to 15 years. And but when I was there, I had the most delicious mint julep. Now, Disneyland and the whole Disney enterprise, they do not sell alcohol on their premises. But I came home and I thought, oh, I've got to make these mint juleps. They just taste absolutely fantastic. And most people, when they make a mint julep, they muddle it. They have a pestle and they just crush all those leaves and then make a sugar syrup and put their bourbon in, and there you go. But you know, I'm a bit lazy, so I didn't want to have to use the pestle and crunch all those leaves up to get the flavor, even though that is a really wonderful idea. That's not my style. So what I'm doing is I'm improvising, and I have 8 cups of hot water here, and I'm just going to bring it to a boil. I'm going to add 4 cups of sugar, so that'll make my sugar syrup. And I have my fresh mint, and what I'm going to do with this mint is I'm going to put it directly into my pot of hot boiling water, and the water will turn this nice minty green. It will be flavorful and aromatic, and let it reduce so it does become more syrupy. And then you just put a ton of crushed ice or ice into a glass and add your bourbon, a couple of ounces of bourbon. You need a lot of ice. That's the crushed ice is such a huge part of having a proper mint julep. So there you go. I'm gonna make that. You can watch me if you like. It'll be a little process, but hey, I get a drink at the end of it. And it'll be yummy and tasty. Anyways, so here you go. My version of a mint julep. So here we are in my kitchen. I have 8 cups of water in the pot here, and we want that to come to a boil. In the meantime, I will add some sugar. This is a 1 cup measure, so I need 4 cups of sugar in there. I really love mint juleps. I just want this to blend up a bit. Yeah, mint juleps taste really great on a hot day. It's a very southern drink, and well, I'm not southern, I'm Canadian. But it's delicious. It's an absolutely delicious drink. Whoever thought this one up, it was really clever. Mint is so easy to grow. I usually grow it in my garden, and I actually have made quite a few batches of mint julep this summer, or last summer that just passed. But this batch I bought the mint. The thing is about mint from my garden, I usually have to make sure that I rinse it because there's, you know, the bugs, the dirt. This mint looks really nice actually. It just looks like it has some nice little flower buds on the top, which are good. That always adds a nice bit of flavor. Now some people would take that mint and they would take the leaves off and everything to use, but I don't do that. I put the whole thing in here, and I'm kind of thinking my pot might be a little bit too full. Let's see, I'll have to be very gentle. For sugar syrup, I let it reduce. Really, I don't go by any time. I go by how it looks, because I will want this water to reduce by about half, because you do want it to be syrupy. So I really eyeball it. I don't usually have it on a rolling boil. I'll turn it down to a simmer, a light bubbly simmer, and let it just evaporate. Though a lot of the water will evaporate, and that is what will make the syrup. Bourbon is very sweet, and of course I had to get a Kentucky bourbon. Bourbon's also great when you make rum balls at Christmas, and they're not rum balls, they'd be bourbon balls, but oh my god, it's so delicious. It's that time of year again. I'm going to have to make some. I haven't made any for quite a few years. I've been trying different recipes out, but I think this year I'm going to do that. I'm going to make some rum balls. Keep an eye out for that. Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to take these and take the whole thing. Just break it in, push it, fold it in half there. Pop them in there. Oh my gosh, mint is the most amazing thing. You know what else tastes really great? I'll show you. I'll make a recipe of it. It's using mint to make a mint iced tea in the summertime. In fact, you could totally do this. Just don't put the bourbon in it, and it's great for the kids, right? Just a really nice minty iced tea. Lots of ice, and it looks so pretty if you put some mint leaves on top. And speaking of that, I usually try to always save a couple of leaves to put on top of my mint julep when I make it. Ooh, that's a nice one. So I'll just take those and put them aside, keep them in the fridge. Here's a cute one. And that looks nice. You put that right on top of your glass of ice. So do that. Sometimes if I have a lot of mint, what I'll do is I'll just take the leaves off and put it on you know those metal racks that you put cookies and things on to cool? Well, that's what I'll put my leaves on, and it only takes a few days and they dry up, and then I can have mint tea all winter long. So these are for my little decorations. I'm just going to gently pop that down. Okay, so like I said, we're going to let that come to a gentle boil. Not that rolling, boiling, crazy popping water, just a gentle boil. Right now it's on high. I'll turn it down to about 6, and it will have to steep and sit for quite a while. Yeah, doing it this way, just putting the stems and everything in, is actually kind of European. I've seen a lot of Europeans do it when they're making iced tea and that type of thing. And I do have a Polish background, so you know, mint was pretty popular in my parents' garden, and really popular in mine. And mint is so easy to grow. the roots travel underground, so it pretty well will pop up anywhere and everywhere. They say if you grow mint to put it into a container, and that way it won't take over your garden. And there's so many different varieties. I've had spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, orange mint, so many different varieties of mint. It's quite fun to experiment with different types. You know, sometimes some are, I do like just the regular peppermint. I think that's a nice flavor, but the chocolate mint, I did try that, to grow that. It didn't seem to grow very well. Maybe it just really wasn't made for my area. Sometimes it depends on your area and how well a plant will grow. And also it depends on the year. I know sometimes I get bumper crops of things, like 2 years ago I had zucchinis, so many zucchinis, it was insane. I had zucchinis everywhere, and I was trying to give them away and nobody wanted them because they all had zucchinis too. And I also had an amazing amount of tomatoes. I was fighting with the deer for my tomatoes. They kept trying they kept coming by and eating all my tomatoes. But I had so many, I didn't mind sharing. So this is nice. It's like, it's starting to smell delicious. And what's really great about cooking in your kitchen is you do get the lovely scents from everything, and it permeates the air in your kitchen, and it's just, it just smells so amazing and delicious, and I really like it. Yeah, so this has quite a ways to go. This will probably be on my stove for at least, oh my gosh, I'd say at least an hour. I don't know, you can see the water starting to turn green now. And really, most of it, the liquid is evaporating, and as it evaporates, the sugar does not evaporate. The sugar stays here and it becomes syrupy. And I don't want it too thick of a syrup, but just enough to add a bit of flavor. And it'll be very sweet, and all that ice just makes it so cool, and it'll melt down, which is nice too when you pour your drink. Okie doke. Well, I have nothing else to say about mint. I am going to come back in a little bit and I'll show you how I straighten that. And there you go. Okay? Okie dokie. Alright, so it's just starting to have a gentle bubble here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this down to 6, because I don't want it boiling and making a big mess. And that's really good. This is exactly where I want it to be right now. Yeah, and the leaves will start to darken out as the flavor comes into the syrup a bit more, which is okay. So we're going to leave this for a bit and let that cook up. That's good. Now if it starts to boil a little bit too much, I'll turn it down even more, which I think I'll do. I'll turn it to a 5. So the thing is, with electric stoves, the heat does stay on the element a bit longer than with a gas stove. So there we go. Patience. The mint has been just gently bubbling, and it's reduced quite a while. It's been actually about an hour that I've cooked it, and I've actually left the mint in the whole time. It's gone quite dark. So what I'm going to do is I'll just move this over here. Bring this nice and close. Oh, my cat just bonked my camera. Okay, Muffin. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just remove this mint. Just let that drain there. So I went out, I was letting this cool. I went out. When I came back, the boys had gotten into it already and made some ice drinks for themselves. So I have a little bit left to share with my guy. So what I'm going to do is just show you how I strain it. I have a little tea strainer here, or you could just use a funnel, either way. But there are a few leaves in there still, so I think I'm going to just use this little strainer just to get the last little bits of particles out. Just want you to get so you can see it's a bit syrupy, not too much, but enough to make it delicious. Now normally the amount that I made, I would be able to have 2 large mason jars, but since the boys got into it, I get 2 little ones. So that should be enough for a few drinks, and stir those up, keep them in your fridge, or make a drink right away. Anyways, if you have a chance, let me know what you think of my mint julep drink. It looks nice and minty, and the scent is amazing. It's just a beautiful scent, nice and fresh and minty and delicious, and I can't wait to have one. I think I'm going to make myself a drink right now. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. You need the recipe? sandylane.com. See you later.